to be or not to be.
Hi, welcome back to the Actors Dungeon. As our name suggests, we are a bunch of actors, improvisers, voiceover actors, really everything under the acting umbrella, here to bring you a combination of Whose Line Is It Anyway style improv games mixed with classic tabletop RPGing. I'm your host and DM, Mike Kosh. We have my co-GM and musician. We've currently got some musical issues going on right now with some software. That ain't his fault. Mr. Curtis Cooper, say hi, Curtis.
Hello.
All right, and then we have our noble hero, Eridan Khalad, played by Charlie Doan. Our ranger, Phelan, played by Kayla.
Hi.
Mac, the summoner and general mischievous kobold, played by Ryan.
I'm a funny old guy.
And then Vlas the Ass, the rogue and bruiser and general mayhem maker of the party, Kurt Combrink.
What's going on?
And we are joined today by our wonderful judges. For the performance and acting judge, we have Shauna Rose. Please introduce yourself, Shauna.
Hello, my name is Shauna Rose, and I am a voiceover. Thank you for having me. I will judge you harshly.
Ooh.
Alrighty. And then, as our gaming judge and kind of Pathfinder aficionado, I remember that word this time. We have Tony, a.k.a. the Hell Goat.
Yes. Perform for my entertainment. Dance for me.
And I'd like to say...
like a seal, you bastard!
Thank you very much to our judges for joining us tonight, and welcome to our viewer. Thank you very much for joining.
Here he is.
Nathan Fielder?
What?
All right. So, our order of operations, we are about to delve into the recap. So you all joining us will kind of get your feet wet and know what exactly is going on in the campaign. Reader number 1 will be Charlie. For spot number 2, Kayla. For spot number 3, Ryan. And spot number 4, Kurt. Their secret prompts are about to be sent to their Discords. Boop, 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 boop. And...
I get a new one.
Oh, really? Oh!
Yeah,
Yes!
dead.
I get a new one. Which one is this one again?
Oh, you really don't know?
Yes!
You gotta give me the color.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Dude, I love... Oh my god, Y'all are in for a treat.
Okay.
They're both Teletubbies.
And then our judges, our judges make a note about each player's performance, and then this is how we've upgraded the rose and tomato system so that if you can correctly guess their prompt or get it as close as possible, they get their rose, which now activates an automatic critical. So yes, it is worth much more now than a simple reroll. So, once you're ready, we will begin with Charlie for the recap.
I hate you, Kosh. Having taken time to recover since the werewolves attacked, the party retired to their ship, where Mac determined to befriend the captured werewolf. Worked diligently with Selena to return the cursed beast to humanity. Leaving the party with an illegible and poorly articulated note that caused more confusion than anything, he stayed behind while Vlas, Eridan, and Phelan journeyed on.
Despite our hero's intervention, the attack on the town has the people on high alert. Cowabummer, dude. Rune called an emergency town meeting where he pleaded with the party to take his fights in the woods and deal with the trouble at the source. He sent them shopping first to outfit them for the journey and obtain silvered weapons to thwart those vicious wolves.
While Vlas enjoyed some new armor, Phelan had his eye on a cloak that the shopkeeper wouldn't part with. Having to put their heads together, the three came up with a sales pitch that was too good to refuse. The stationary remains of Nathan Fielder. Somehow the lie worked, and Phelan had her new cloak, while Eridan, unfortunately, dealt with an unenthusiastic blacksmith to silver the studs on his hand wraps.
On the path, our players encountered the hazards of Lido's Island. Hoo-ha-hoo! The other fearsome traveling salesmen, the unnamed horrors of hugging, that were both terrible and vague. Then the turtles. Hoo! But being a ranger and steward of nature, Phelan forced the party into respite, so as to not disturb the turtles. Hoo! This gave enough time for Judy, the violent-robed stranger, hello baby, known only to Phelan, to catch up with them and introduce herself to the rest of the party, willing to barter passage through the woods for space on their ship. Hoo!
All right. Shauna, Tony, we're starting with Charlie. What have you got?
I don't know.
Charlie, care to refresh their memory?
You mean to tell me that I have to do this voice again? You're trying to kill me, my gosh. Admittedly, it's not one of my better voices. Then again, it's been decades since I've heard it.
Yeah, that's basically it. How about you, Tony? Canadian classic in cartoons.
Tisk, tisk,
Oh.
tisk.
Tony?
That's what he knows.
All right, we'll come back
the
to you.
chat.
Shauna, how about for Kayla?
Can I get a mulligan?
Kayla, care to refresh your memory? Oh, yeah, I got something
I'm
to
trying to understand what the goal is. I know you said it's
Oh,
with a
sorry,
rose
I see.
or a heart.
Yeah.
But I don't
oh.
understand. Yeah.
You have to try to guess the prompt. Sorry,
By prompt meaning, give me an
Gets the
example.
impression.
Yes, I gave them a secret prompt that they had to guess. Sorry, I thought you had done this one with
No, we
us,
didn't
but
do it
I guess
last
not.
time.
My apologies. Then I really threw you through a ringer. It's essentially, it's kind of like the game Party Quirks from Whose Line Is It Anyway? The cast or the audience member has to guess what the secret prompt was that they were trying to imitate. So if you can guess the character or the situation that Kayla was trying to recreate.
Trying.
Okay. Because I got Johnny Bravo vibes.
All right. We got Kurt. And yeah,
Dang.
that's Kayla had another cartoon character. How about you,
Again,
Tony?
Kayla.
Sorry?
Said, hit me again, Kayla.
Oh, dude. Dude. Cowabummer, dude.
Ninja Turtles.
Now,
Which
can you?
one?
Which one?
Raphael.
Snidely Whiplash. That was Charlie.
Nightly Whiplash? I do not know who that is.
Snidely. The dude dude with the black mustache. Remember the dog that would laugh at him?
Oh, right. No.
No?
But, no.
Isn't that Dick
Howling.
Dastardly?
I could have sworn that was Dick Dastardly.
Oh. Anyway, Kayla, that's close enough. It was technically Michelangelo, the party dude. But red is close enough to orange, so that works.
Yeah, close enough. I win.
And Kurt's already been guessed with Jonna Bravo. How about Ryan? Ryan, care to give a quick refresher for our judges?
Alright, should I cheat and just do a thing or read it again?
Just cheat.
You can do a thing.
Laser.
Oh.
Okay. That was practically cheating.
You guys said I could.
Yeah, that's...
It's not cheating if we give him
Totally the
permission.
love guru.
Wait,
He's
I
not
don't
wrong.
get it.
Yeah. All right,
What was
and now
the answer?
he's a Bond villain.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
And now back to Charlie for one last chance.
Complete success, guys. Nothing went wrong this whole time.
Can't do this voice. Ugh. At one point, I wasn't actually a cartoon, but a live-action movie and TV show.
I already know how it is. I already know who he is.
Jim Magoo.
Nope.
Mickey Mouse.
Nope. He actually came to Canada. He came to one of the comic book conventions, and he did an announcement on the PA system. If
Actually-
I know who it is,
Yeah, Curtis, you weren't part of this, so if you want to guess it, you can guess
I'm
it.
gonna guess you are the Crypt Keeper.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually in my wheelhouse.
It has literally been more than 10 years since I've heard that voice.
Yeah. All
I
right.
love
I'm
it.
older than
I
that.
you added a little bit of Stewie to it, actually.
Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God, my
couldn't get
ears.
that high.
Well done. Yeah.
Much better. See, I couldn't get that high. It's
All
been
right.
it's been so long. Like,
Oh,
Fuck.
yes, kiddies.
He,
We
he's-
got, we gotta...
he did like Kurt. I swear to God, he was a guest years ago at Fan Expo in Toronto, and he did just a random announcement, and he did the laugh. I swear, I think people went deaf from all the applause.
Well, it's one thing if you could figure out how to do Joker's voice, you can easily do his, or if you can figure out how to do that one, you can do Joker, because they're actually pretty similar.
They're very
to each
similar.
other.
My guess was
Really?
Joker's.
I
Yep.
damn near started a fight with a friend of mine when I told him that the Joker was one of the most uninteresting, useless characters in comic book creation.
I'm the Joker, baby.
He's
They-
been.
they-
They've overdid.
All
it.
right.
yes.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Before, we could just change this into a deep dive into comic book lore, etc. But we're here to play
That's another
not
podcast.
Dungeons and Dragons anymore. We switch. We're here to play Pathfinder. We're here to play fantasy role-playing games.
Yeah,
We're
enough of
here to
that.
play
Enough,
Candyland.
enough of that nerdy shit. Onto some Pathfinder.
yeah, Charlie and I are gonna be doing that podcast later. We're gonna discuss that Joker shit
Alrighty.
Please invite me.
for real.
All right, and so to begin, we are going to open with, while our adventuring party is off letting the turtles pass by on their merry way, we are going to go back to Mak and Selena on board the ship as they try to coax this werewolf that is slowly coming back to consciousness. And the werewolf will be played by none other than our own Kayla.
What?
I'm your sound effects guy. Werewolf. I lost the
Alrighty.
coin toss.
Ow!
Well, hopefully I'll do better than a creaky board.
Alright, so we begin to set the scene inside the hull of the ship that is moored at the harbor. It's still undergoing repairs as the crew and some members of Lido's Island begin work fixing up the ship and, well, repairing the damage done by Vlas. Inside the hull, chained to a wall, is a humanoid wolf that seems to be slightly dazed and angry as Mak and Selena watch closely. Selena turns to Mak. What is it specifically that you were hoping to accomplish by this, Mak? I really don't I really don't know.
I mean, I just thought you could be a good friend. He's a big dog. Dogs are great friends.
She's a big dog. I mean, obviously...
Sorry.
Well, you have to find a way to coax her out of this state. I mean, I can only do so much. I gave her some healing potions, but I don't know how to beat the curse of the werewolf. You've gotta...
I'm not just gonna make someone detransition like that. You can't just do that to someone.
Listen, well...
I do have a funny little trick, though. I call it, my friends should not be scared, but the book likes calling it no cause for alarm.
Alright. So, Mac begins to weave a spell.
Oh no, it's
Or
just,
is this
I
just a
just
skill?
talk.
Okay.
I just talk really, really good.
Alright. So, Mac,
Like, hey,
you...
buddy! Hi! I do that little thing where I hold out my hand so they can sniff it to calm them down. Oh, that's okay.
Alright, and we're gonna roll a flat DC check for
I
Phelan.
double check the skill.
Alright, so...
It's compared to the will DC.
Okay, so I didn't really need to roll that. Alright, so... Kayla, you don't sense too much of a threat from this character, but he still looks delicious. So there's a bit of a conflict of interest here.
So hi, I know you tried to beat a lot of villagers up, but I mean, I'm sure you had your reasons, and I want to hear you out, so come on. Tell me your funny story.
Alrighty. So Mac, as you attempt to coax her, she's looking at you like you're a piece of meat, and you're realizing you might have to satiate her appetite first before you are able to get any more information out of her.
I mean, do you want a rat? Do werewolves like rats? The Catman liked the rat when he was really high, so maybe you're like just a really high dog. It's like my little rat.
Oh, and it looks like the werewolf snubs you're offering for one of your fresh, deboned rats.
I mean, that's like kind of just my main snack. I can run upstairs and get something. What do you want?
Food.
I mean, the rat's food. I did my best. Okay. I just
Lizard.
I mean, I need to double check my inventory. No, I don't got a lizard in my inventory, sadly.
You.
Yeah, but if I get eaten, I can't tell. Oh, hold on. Oh, I have an idea. Alright. I want to cast, oh, where is it? I have it in here somewhere. I want to cast Bottomless Stomach on the werewolf.
Okay. Describe the effects of this spell for our audience.
So I create a shimmering extra-dimensional space accessible from the target's mouth. The space can hold objects and equipment up to a total of 10 bulk.
Okay. Alright, so... Kayla, this, tasty little lizard, strides up to you and boops you right on the snoot. And then...
Alright, eat up! I'm right here, one gulp.
Oh god! So, Selena shrieks in horror. Skip, from above deck, you kind of hear your centaur screaming, "Oh my god, she ate him!"
Okay! So I'm in here. You want to talk a little bit? You did the eating.
What's going on now?
I kind of like poke my head out like, come on, I just want to talk a little bit.
As the Kayla, you are confused as hell as it's not quite in your mouth, but it's where your mouth is. The head of the kobold suddenly appears and is talking to you, as if peering out from your gullet.
You probably can't talk when I'm like this, so and I crawl back out again. I'm like, I can go in there again later if you want, but I mean, I
All right, now make another diplomacy check, as this werewolf thinks her
Confusion
appetite
check.
is.
A little bit better.
There we
Not
go.
much.
Ah. So just to answer, Shauna. Shauna, it's fine if you see this. This is just a map that I have for quick use later.
Oh no, foreshadowing.
It might not even get used. That's why I don't I just have a bunch of potential tabs open. But so, Kayla, you find yourself kind of calm now, and before you know it, you've kind of you slowly begin returning to a human. And
I just give him like a little towel. Like, there you go. Nice for you.
Kayla, you have no idea where you are or how you got here.
Who are you?
I'm Mac, your friendliest kobold. I'm your new best buddy. Congratulations!
Oh my god,
Where-
it worked.
Where am
I
I?
have the magic touch.
Skip, Selena turns to you. Mac, it made this a werewolf revert back to its humanoid self. This is insane.
Yeah.
Where am I?
You're on our ship, which is kind of being pulled apart currently. Sorry, there's a big hole in the wall.
Oh.
Our Nathan Fielder was supposed to get fixed, but I don't know where he is right now.
So, Kayla, the last thing you remember is you were walking through the woods when you suddenly heard there was an alarm call, but it wasn't a bell, it was a howling, and you weren't you weren't even in the woods, you were just at the farm. You were working, you were corralling your chickens, these chickens that for some reason seemed to, they were these swarm chickens that you've been training, but suddenly an alarm bell went, it was a howling, and you saw a young wolf running by, and you got so angry, and you don't remember the rest.
What? Do you know what happened?
Oh yeah, you're a big wolf. You're in a woo.
What?
You're a big woo.
What?
A big woo.
What are you talking about?
A were-a-woo.
But,
you go like,
ah! They've been
and you like
terrorizing the town.
Yeah, you tried to kill a
Tried to
bunch
get my
of people.
chickens.
You tried to. I think you were like targeting specifically places where people work, which was weird.
Are you sure? I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, how else would I have gotten you here? You put me in your mouth, by the way.
What? What?
Yeah, it was in your mouth for a second. It was kind of weird, but
Sounds very weird.
yeah, I
Alright.
could go back in. The spell's still active.
No, thank you.
So, Kayla, you know everything about, these werewolves have been around for a while, but it's just dawning on you now that you apparently are one? You have no recollection of it. You don't know what you're going to be able to do. And then this, centaur approaches you, and what's your name?
My name's Cordelia.
Alright, do you have any family in the city, Cordelia?
I live with my brother Freddie. We have a farm. And we've been there for a while, but I've been the werewolves. They've been so scary, and they've been trying to get all my chickens and stuff, but I don't know how I would be one or why or how. I don't
It's the
I
curse
don't
of the
know.
werewolf.
Oh my god,
If you
they're
got
all
bitten-
infected! Every one of them!
Who?
I don't know, all of you guys.
I don't want to be infected.
I mean, if it just kind of like just happened to you, it wouldn't surprise me if just everyone was like that.
Do you remember
well-
when you might have gotten bitten? Do you remember anything, or?
I mean, I don't. I mean, maybe it could have been possible because they've been just everywhere in the town, and they run in and they try to terrorize and they try to get my chickens or our other animals. So I don't know. I don't remember being bitten by one, but it's possible when.
But what if maybe they actually are all werewolves and like the town is just like a werewolf bloodline, but they don't realize it, and sometimes they become werewolves to defend everything from the town that they're also causing. It's like the Ouroboros, and then maybe they also
Mac?
like one
Mac?
night there's an
Mac?
ultimate werewolf.
What are you talking about?
Mac? Shh!
Fine.
Be quiet, please.
Okay.
This is way too convoluted. The simplest explanation is usually the most simple. I don't know. I don't know my idioms, but Cordelia, why don't you
Just call
stay
me an idiot.
on the ship? Idiom. No, I'm talking about idioms, not. Cordelia, why don't you stay with us on the ship until we get this sorted out? Because things in town are pretty hostile right now, and it was kind of evident that we walked off with one of the werewolves, and they may not take too kindly to you. So, we'll make sure we'll cleaned up. We'll get you something to wear that isn't tattered. You'll get something to eat. Stay here as long as you need to. This one, and she points to Mac, will stop
Hi.
casting spells on you.
I mean, it worked.
Okay,
She doesn't even know I cast a spell. She doesn't remember it.
All
I
right.
don't.
So, well, why don't we leave Cordelia alone for now, and you, Mac, can go and join your friends and pray that they're not all werewolves too.
Oh, it'd be kind of cool they were. So many dogs.
All right. So, Mac, you and Selena head above deck, and she outfits you with a couple lesser healing potions, which I will add to your inventory. And
Oh, well, thanks.
oh, you're
Juice.
very welcome. Oh, and also, I forgot to ask the others, but I need somebody to pick up. Some of the shopkeepers said that they can be found around here, but if you can find something called a blue ram's horn mushroom, they usually grow in small clumps. I use these for my alchemy, and they can increase the potency of my potions. So if you can find those for me, look for marshy areas. You should be able to find them.
I can take a guess, but what do they look like?
Well, they're blue, like a dark blue, almost black, and then they kind of they're very heavy, and they curve around like a ram's horn.
I guessed correctly. She's really digging around for those potions.
Apparently so. I wish I could just. There we go.
They're like on her back hind legs, so she has to reach all the way back there to
Yeah,
grab
it's
them.
like, I can't. Can you?
Okay, here, I'll just... yeah, I can't reach! I'm so tiny!
Oh,
Use your
and-
wings.
And you'll need one of these as well. The shop. Rune said that we could make use of a tab at the shopkeep, and she gives you a silver dagger as well.
Oh, cool.
So this is good against werewolves, so make sure you use it.
You know what they call me? The werewolf stopper.
Who calls
I-
you that?
I mean, hey, to my credit, I've stopped the most this town's ever seen so far, I think.
As she kind of scratches her chin for a moment, like, I can't deny that. So, okay. Yeah,
Alright,
alright.
bye, nice lady.
Alright, Mac, they went that way. Okay, see you later. And
Bye.
you run off.
My tiny legs will take me like a full day to get there. I'm on my way.
Oh, don't worry. They stopped for a 4-hour turtle break.
Another one of those.
So, we are going to go into our next improv game as Mac realizes he needs to go around asking for directions. So we are going to turn Mac's journey to find his companions into a nice little improv game where one by one, Mac, you are going to encounter townsfolk, played first by Curtis, then by Charlie, then by Kayla, then by Kurt. And so, Mac, you start off in the walled city of... in the walled portion of Lido's Island. And, yeah, you have no idea which way they went.
Oh, man. This is harder than I thought. Is there anyone... I'm looking around.
Oh, yeah.
Hi! Hello!
So, Curtis. Suddenly, this kobold seems to be shouting at you.
Excuse me! I need assistance! I've metaphorically fallen and I can't get up.
Do you have to be so loud?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of just how I exist.
What do you want?
I'm looking for my friends. There's like this cool ranger and a really angry guy and another really angry guy. And I think this cool, like, bard was with him too. He does like some cool yoga moves.
Cool ranger. And a scary guy.
Not too scary, guys.
Not too scary guys, okay. I've never seen him, never heard of him.
I mean, we all kind of rolled up on the pirate ship and everyone got really upset and ran over there, so you're a big old liar.
That was your ship. That's good.
Yeah, so you saw it. I mean, how could you miss me? I'm a funny old hopeful.
It is the world's largest water ornament.
Hey, I'd like to call bullshit on this funny guy and just lie to me. I can use deception to basically lie back and get him to tell me the truth. I don't know how it works.
All right,
it's just a skill I have.
Give me a deception check, please. And then I've got the pre-programmed DC. Okay.
Alright, well, stuff is hurting me real bad, just luck-wise.
No. So, Curtis, you were just kind of trolling this little kobold to kind of
hey, are you
watch
trolling
him
me?
dance.
Guess what?
Yeah,
I'm trolling you. I'm looking for like a scary guy and like
You look
a
nothing
less
like a
scary
troll.
guy.
What are you talking about? I've seen trolls.
I mean, I am a troll. I'm just a really tiny one. It's called dwarfism. All the dwarves have it.
All dwarf trolls have hand puppets.
Yeah. Dude, that just shows your ignorance.
I don't even know how to spell that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I was looking for people. You said you knew where they were.
All right, so Curtis, you realize he's got you. You do know where they went, but the last you saw them, they were running southwest through the gate, and well, pretty much running to their own doom, the idiots. But maybe you might want to make them work for that information a little more.
Well, maybe I do know where these guys are. What do you got for me?
I can do this.
That's a pretty good dance.
Oh, thanks. I've been working on it.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be enough. A little
Okay.
bit more for me.
Oh, hey, I have a fun gift for you. And I pull out my silver knife and just point it right at him. I'm like, listen, I like my friends, and a good friend knows when to cut a bitch.
Give me an intimidation check, please.
That escalated so quickly.
All right,
Don't worry,
Curtis.
I won't use it, probably.
This kobold is crazy, and if you don't tell him, you are going to get cut.
This guy's cray-cray. Stay away, way.
Who are you talking to?
Anyone who listen, you crazy, man.
No one's here. It's just us. No witnesses. Where are they?
We be nobody. What's the hand puppet? I thought he was a friend of yours.
Yeah, the hand puppet is my friend.
Oh, God. Oh, no, the blood is bleeding. I'm bleeding, dying. Fine. They went southeast, you crazy bastard.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I love you.
Yeah. You're just gonna leave me like this?
Well, I mean, hold on. I give his like a little hug and then I walk off.
Oh, God. And
what? I didn't stab him. I just threatened him. Why is he dying?
You scared him. You scared an old... I don't even know what this guy was.
Just because I do this.
Okay, I give him a little kiss on the forehead. That's
Don't mean that I'm dead when I sound like this.
Okay, so
yeah, but you're like having a stroke. Should I call someone?
Probably.
Alright, I'll let the next person I see know.
I'm just glad this quest isn't time sensitive.
You don't know that. You guys could all be dead. And
No, he's got 4 arms.
I have the healing potions. You don't know that.
All right.
You're the one with the ice pick. You clear.
Okay.
You're dangerous.
So,
get out of here.
You. Okay, so Curtis, you watch this freaky kobold darting off towards. It's southeast now. The southeastern gate. When, Mac, you get out there and there's a wide expanse of countryside. Nothing but, muddy farmlands, lots of tree stumps. And then there's another town guard, played by Charlie, just leaning up against the side of the gate.
Oh, it's pretty out here, don't you agree? Oh no. Everyone in this town's having strokes. Actually, yeah, by the way, there's a guy back there, I think he's dying. Do you think you can help him?
He's crazy.
Yeah, and he's dying, so should we bring him to a hospital?
Mac is so violent. I blame the schools.
Nah, they're my friends, and friends are honest with each other.
Good God! What are you?
I'm a kobold. Hi.
Okay. I think I'm gonna ask you to leave. I'm not entirely sure what's going on anymore.
I mean, I would love to leave.
There were werewolves a moment ago, and then there was just this weird kobold who's staring up at me with a puppet. I genuinely don't understand anymore.
Well, I mean, I would love to leave, and that's kind of why I'm here, because I'm looking for my
fantastic!
friends.
How can I help?
You could help by pointing me to people I'm looking for, so we could do our job, and I can leave the island. Because they kind of tore apart our boat. I think you were there. I think you took the helm.
In my defense, I was looking for a very
don't blame
busty
you.
carving
They
of a
told
mermaid
you to do it. I don't
for the
blame you.
head of
but,
my
like,
bedboard. And I wanted something pleasant to look at. In my opinion, bosoms are always on the table. And if I can help you out in any way, shape, or form, just to make you maybe, I don't know, not be here anymore, please let me know. You're looking for people? Yes. I will help you find people. There is an entire town full of people over there. I can help you. You want me to
No, they're the other way.
The other way? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
the way I was walking
people...
before you started being really mean to me.
I'm not
Don't trust him. He's got a knife.
You also should really take that man to hospital.
Still dying.
And I think he's really in trouble.
He'll be fine.
Okay. As long as you're sure.
Okay. Okay, so let me get this straight. There were a couple of friends of yours that went maybe this way. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm completely okay helping with you. I have no problem helping you. You seem like a nice gentleman. I'm just wondering, maybe if there was something you could maybe like put in my hand that would make that would be incentive for me to give you the proper guidance, because the town guard isn't exactly paid well. I'm just thinking maybe you could help me out.
Hold on, I have a fair exchange. I shake his hand, I cast guidance. The guidance for guidance!
My God, what did you do to me?
I just gave you an extra D4. I don't know why you suddenly changed personas.
For the first time in my life, I there's a clarity to my thoughts. I can think clearly and... Oh, wow.
It only lasts for a minute, so you better help me quick.
I'm sorry?
I think it only lasts for like a minute.
Oh! Oh God. Okay.
So in that the 30 seconds we have left, where are my friends?
Yeah,
and can you please get that man to a hospital?
Follow that. Follow the road. While I still have clarity, follow the road. There were some people that went that way.
Okay, but here, one sec. I can do this a few times. One more pull. Right on the chest. Pull. Okay, you got another minute.
Thank you. Remember me as I was. As I am now.
Oh, never mind. It lasts like 6 seconds.
Fantastic. All right, you jackass. What have you been doing?
Guidance. I can keep casting this. It's a cantrip.
All right. So, Mac, he goes off to deal with the
stroke victim.
The stroke victim as you scamper off along the path that he had set you on.
Nice work, Mr. Godfrey.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Faking a stroke to get out of building a wall. Not unfortunately, I caught you this time.
The American way.
Excuse me. So,
gonna make the werewolves pay for it.
Mac, you go.
You brought this upon yourself, you fool!
I know, I'm sorry.
You knew what would happen. You knew what would happen by giving me power.
Well, there's still 2 encounters left. We gotta get through this before intermission. So, you run for a good hour, looking at the sun waning on in the sky. The rain picks up. You're feeling a little wet and defeated. When
I'm feeling really wet and defeated right about now.
Giggity.
Thank you. You really wet and defeated? That's worth a giggity.
You said it!
That's...
Hey, you said it. Not everything is sexual, Kosh. Jesus. Come on, focus.
It was like a word you say, like chimichanga.
Now I want a chimichanga. Alright, so... Along the path, last session, we had identified a couple of hazards on the path, besides turtles, and so Mac is going to encounter... Remember, one of the most dangerous things you can encounter out in the wilderness is a traveling salesman, played by Kayla. So, Mac, suddenly you are being shouted at by a character with a big cart full of wares.
Where's for
Fielder, you've returned.
Where's for sale? Get your wares, they're for sale.
Nathan, you're alive. Oh, you're not. Hi.
Hello, child. Would you like some wares?
Child, I'm 35.
Could afford more. You know what will help with that?
Young at heart.
Anti-wrinkle serum to keep that youth about you.
But I have scales. I'm literally all wrinkled. Do you want a smooth kobold? Because that's what's in these days.
Is anyone else picturing like a Sphinx cat, but for a lizard?
Yes!
Have you ever seen a scaleless lizard? They look like an embryo.
I haven't, no.
It's like a hairless
You
bear.
know, an embryo is one of the first stages of life. You can't look any younger than that.
Please do
Try
not.
this
The next words
anti-wrinkle
out of your
cream.
mouth better not be embryos are really in right now. They have a
Embryos
really
are
wide
really in
sexual
right now.
appeal.
It's the
Please
new
don't
look.
say that.
Everyone wants to look like an embryo.
I don't think that's true.
That's so true. I heard it from the West. Just from the West. Everything's really popular there. They're really into embryos. Try
So
this.
what?
wrinkle
Isn't that the
cream.
mayor's
right.
house? What is he into?
Kayla, you're actually getting a persuasion check. That's not gonna beat his will DC. But
I'm a really funny guy. I'm smart.
Mac, this is one convincing argument. You know, not quite selling you on it, but you might be willing to look at some other wares.
I mean, do you have an umbrella? Because I'm really wet and defeated right now.
I don't have an umbrella, but
Do I still get roses for breaking DM's character?
The judges, until we get more of an audience, the judges can assign roses by applause. So you can either applaud or you can use the little Zoom applaud emoji icon. But if you get both judges applauding you, you can get a rose.
But how do we know Helgo does the applause?
Because there's a little emoji you can do for the reactions. Like, for example,
I'm not a pandering little man whore.
I know how
I
to
can do
clap,
this
man.
myself.
it's actually harder
This one,
on
umbrella.
this, but anyway.
You'll find a way to.
Hey, listen, because we're friends.
Yeah,
you can give me an
Shauna
umbrella
got it.
for free, right? Yay.
So it's, doing that. The applause.
I just don't know how to take it off. How do I take it off?
It goes away after a moment.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, Zoom, you rascal.
Okay. Sorry, please continue.
I don't have any umbrellas, but do you know what I do have? A bottle. You know what you can do with this state-of-the-art bottle?
I actually have some bottles.
Put on the top of your head, it'll catch all the rain, then you have a nice drink for later.
I mean, I have juice already.
Ooh.
But you don't have water.
But hold on, I was trying to persuade for an umbrella first. Does that count for anything?
Oh, yeah, you can try the,
No, you want this bottle now.
make your persuasion roll, please, Mac. Otherwise...
Diplomacy or just general...
Oh, it's diplomacy, sorry. So... Mac, you are both successful, so... This is...
an umbrella with a bottle on it.
Yeah.
Here's the kingdom style, just glue it on top.
I don't have an umbrella. But you know what I can do for you, special customer?
I'm a special
I
one.
can give you 2 bottles taped together. They attach, they reattach. You put both on your head to catch all that rainwater. Then you have 2 drinks.
Yeah, I'm a tiny little guy, if that's not obvious. So, can I have that wide-brimmed hat on your head, and then I can glue the bottles on that?
My hat?
Yeah.
My mom
If you're a
made me
good
this
salesman, you can just buy another, right?
hat. No, my mom made this for me.
Almost very well made.
My mom is dead.
Well, I just said it was well made. Why'd you say that so insulted?
Because you want it.
Yeah, because it's beautiful.
It
In your
is
mom's
beautiful.
memory, it will travel the world.
Mom travels with me. I travel and I sell to pay for the funeral costs that I still haven't paid off.
Oh no.
Please
Hey,
buy
I
my
want to tell her,
bottle.
is she lying to me? Is she being a lying little...
give me a perception check. Or a,
Or
or
lie to
deception
me?
check, yeah.
I'm lying too. The hat's just okay.
Alrighty.
Subpar at best.
You don't know if this saleswoman is lying to you.
Why would I lie about my mom's hat?
I mean, okay, fine. Don't make a sale. Jeez.
Please buy the bottles. My mom is dead.
Well, they have bottles. They have juice in them already.
So you want more bottles for more juice? Don't you want more bottles to catch my tears?
I'm tiny, actually.
All right, but
Do you promise it'll be filled with your tears? Because I'll buy that. I like friend tears. They show how much they care.
Listen, now, if you want to buy bottles of my tears, I can give you a special 2-for-1 offer.
Yeah.
If you buy 5, I'll throw in another one for free. What do you
Okay,
say?
let's look. I only have so many hands.
all right, Kayla, how much are you selling these bottles of your own tears for?
That's priceless, baby.
Name your price. Name your price.
I don't know how money works.
1 copper.
No, more than that.
Yeah, like
2 copper.
ales and wines and stuff are usually like a few copper to like 1 silver piece for good stuff.
Well,
If that.
my tears are the best stuff. So this is at least 5 silver a bottle.
Okay, I'll give you 5 copper.
All right, so I'm gonna get diplomacy checks from each of you as you both try to haggle.
What just happened?
From me?
I don't know.
As
All right. Well, did I?
No, sorry, Kayla. I'm going to roll on your behalf.
Yeah, you
Did I
better.
get a rose from earlier?
Ryan, you started with a
Need it?
rose.
Okay, cool. Because I might want to use it on that one,
Yeah, that's an auto fail.
even if it's still a really good number.
I could swear I hear something coming up on us.
All
All right,
right,
here, I'll trade you this rose for them instead. Rose and 5 copper.
alrighty. So the rose being an automatic critical, mechanically, Kayla, you're willing to accept that offer. You can use this rose to lay on the grave.
I can put out my mom's grave. My mom loved roses. This is so beautiful.
You're still wet, but I'm no longer defeated.
Were you at bottles now? Godspeed, young lizard.
Well, hold on. I gotta top them off. Come on.
Gotta get a bang
Friendship
for that buck.
tears.
All right.
Yes, your anguish sustains me.
Please make sure to add those to my inventory.
6 bottles of tears, because if you buy 5, you get a 6th for free.
No, I just wanted 2. Hold on a second. You're putting words in my mouth. I just want 2 for 5 copper.
You want some more? I have more tears to give.
Bottle of tears.
Salesman tears.
No, we need his Nathan.
This
to
is the
just,
weird. This is the
upsell
weirdest
it.
fantasy telethon I have ever witnessed in my life.
They're gonna be
You
using
too
bring
can
Nathan
save
back.
a depressed orphan salesperson.
All right, and now we go on to. I am ending that. I am intervening. The saleswoman wanders off, asking more, just calling out into the wilderness. Buy my wares. Buy my wares.
Buy my wares.
And Mac, you go darting off again for some time until we encounter. Last session, Kurt had vaguely described this nameless horror that.
Badly.
This nameless horror that hugs you to death. And Mac, as you're wandering, you see this figure emerging from behind a rock.
Oh, hi.
Hi! How are
Guess
you?
what? Well, I'm fine. I'm still a little bit wet, but I'm not defeated anymore. Do you have an umbrella?
I don't have an umbrella.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, I just love you. Look at you.
I love you too.
You're just so tiny and
Yeah.
oh, I could just squeeze the life out of you.
I want to squeeze you too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just love being friendly with people, don't you?
Yeah, I'm best friends with everybody. Did you know that? I have the most friends ever.
Oh, I have all kinds of friends too.
Yeah, but I have more.
Yeah, they don't last very long though.
You need communication for a good relationship. That's why.
Communicate.
You gotta talk to them a bit more.
Well, maybe I could take you with me. We can communicate. I
I
can
mean,
squeeze all the communication out of you.
Well, I gotta go talk to some friends first, but I mean, I could come back later and give you some.
You have more friends?
Well, yeah, I just told you I have a ton.
I'd love to come with you to meet them and just squeeze you all. I just want to share my love with you.
Okay, come on.
Oh, God! Hop on my back. Hop on my back, good friend. We're gonna go meet the rest of your friends.
Okay, I was scuttle up a new friend.
Wow, this took an interesting turn. So, Mac, you get on the back of this stranger, and you continue following.
What do you mean strange? My whole shtick is I'm friends with everybody, and you meet a guy who's like, I want to be your friend. What do you mean strange?
I, as a GM, walked into that. I admit my mistake.
You walked into this whole thing. This is all your fault.
Yes, it is all my fault. But man, has this been a fun ride. So, Mac and, Mac, why don't you ask this character his name?
Oh, what's your name?
Oh, my name? Oh, I have many names. People call me all kinds of things, like, please stop it. But they call me the Hugger.
You know what you look like? You look like a Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, I like that. Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn.
You see, I used to have fins a long time ago.
Oh, kobolds kind of did too. I think we came from fish and dragon. I think there was some crossing over there at one point.
Ooh, yes. So what are your friends like? Any of them nice and huggable?
I mean, if you try hard enough, there's like two really scary guys, and then this ranger person, and then sometimes this tiny dwarf, who's not dwarf, gnome, who's like, I can play the flute. And he's really good at it. I don't know why I was really mean to him just then.
Oh, I love music. I'm gonna be best friends with all
you
of
like
you.
music? Hold on a second.
Alright, so you two...
I'll serenade you!
No, not the recorder.
What is that?
I cross buns.
Ryan? No.
No. That's a bad kobold.
No.
Hey, come
Bad.
on, make some
It's bad.
friendship today.
Alright, so Mac and the Hugger...
no
the
place
Hugger
here,
is also increasingly... God damn it. You have no place here, Satan. So Mac and the Hugger go running off across the plains. The Hugger is able to achieve threateningly fast speeds. And so, as shortly after...
I will add, though, really quick, the Hugger, I don't know if anybody remembers, the Hugger is actually a serpent. How I created him.
Okay.
The Hugger needs a restraining order.
Yeah, so he's basically riding a serpent on his way to...
All right.
Excelsior!
Good to know. Good to know. I had forgotten that, so thank you for the reminder. So, now we cut back to our main party. I think that was our that was our longest improv game yet, but...
Yeah, you're gonna regret this in like 5 minutes.
We cut back to our main party. Eridan, Phelan, Vlas, Judy has just arrived and is telling you about what to expect when you get to the forest. The last of the turtles have made their procession, and the rain continues to fall. The clouds thicken, and as it starts to approach the evening hour, you know it's best to be off.
Well, as riveting as that was, let's get going, shall we?
Yep.
Right.
Did anybody hear screaming earlier? I could have swore I heard screaming.
You'll die.
Now that you mention it.
Oh, God.
Phelan, you are the first to notice as your ranger eyes pierce the horizon to see, coming through the mists of the rain, is Mac. But
It's Mac.
he's riding something strange.
It's Mac. It's Mac on a snake?
Wait, wasn't that thing that you said hugs things to death?
Yep. Nope. Not dealing with this. Nope.
Phelan, would you mind
Oh.
shooting it?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. So, Phelan, you knock an arrow and let it fly at this serpent. And we cut back to Mac and the snake, who are happy as can be on their way.
Best as buds.
Oh.
We got matching like friendship temporary tattoos.
Yes! Oh, it's been so long since I had friends. Yes!
Yay!
Direct hit into the serpent.
No! My friend!
Oh, God.
I cast stabilize.
All right.
Thank you. Oh,
It's still moving.
Stabilize.
Don't worry. I got more arrows where that came from.
He's helping that damn thing.
No, we can't possibly be. I mean, it's
It's
Mac.
Mac.
I mean, he's stupid. He's not dumb.
I'm both.
Here, I'll end this.
Friendly.
Judy pulls out a rather heavy-looking crossbow, kneels down, lines it up, and launches a bolt. And Hugger, Mac, you stabilize Hugger as another
He's
bolt
alive.
comes and pierces the snake's neck.
No!
And Phelan, by now it's obvious
He's all
that
neck though.
Mac is trying to save this creature.
For God's sakes.
What
Just
is
start
he
walking.
doing?
I don't know. I'll just start walking toward him. Yeah, my shield.
My friend.
What?
Back. Come on.
But he
Come on.
he said they were best friends now though.
Nope. That
He
is
gave me a
bird-
ride. We
that-
have matching friendship tattoos.
I don't know why that's a thing, but that thing literally makes friends with people and then kills them.
So do I. And you love me.
No.
trying to squeeze the
No, I
life
don't.
out of you. So I love the life out of you.
Literally admitting to murder.
No, it's not.
Literally admitting to murder.
Who hasn't done a little bit of murder? I mean, you guys like basically killed a werewolf, and I just found out they're just normal townspeople. Surprise!
Not the fucking werewolf. Guarantee they got cry hugging.
Maybe he's a werewolf too.
Oh, it's going
Just-
dark. Mama! Mama!
And that was the last we heard of Hugger. For now, being stabilized, Hugger will return one day.
Yay.
Right, Mac, get going.
Okay.
All right.
I bought tears.
Of course you did. Once Mac starts going, I just kind of like pick up the head of the Hugger.
Hugger will not return.
Don't get me a hook.
All right.
You gave him one final hug.
Yes.
That's all I could have asked for.
It's sure. Let's go with that, shall we? Tears, you're saying?
Yeah, I bought tears, but that's less important than I got the werewolf, and then it wanted to eat me, so I put a hole in its mouth, and then it crawled in, and then it crawled out again. It was so confused that it stopped being a werewolf, and she turned back to normal, and she's just a farmer, and she's like, "Oh, where was I?" And then I was like, "You're a werewolf," and she's like, "Oh no!" And then I came here. I brought juice too. Does anyone want some juice?
No, I'm good, thank you. I'm going to ignore like the first part of that, but the second part where they're the townspeople, that's interesting. Thank you, Mac.
So, Eridan reunites Mac with the rest of the party, and Mac, you notice the only thing different is instead of Alexander the monk, there seems to be some purple-robed middle-aged lady.
Oh, Alexander, you look different. Yeah, haircut.
That's not that. Okay, Mac, Judy, Mac.
Hi.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, we do too.
Everybody
not
knows
subtle.
their best is Buddy Mac.
Shall we?
I'd say so. We've only got a couple hours before we're in darkness, so it'd be best to at least get to the forest edge and make camp before we lose the daylight. All right, so you
Guys,
all
I'm really wet right now.
you all continue on your weary way, going along, trudging through the pasture lands that are a mixture of mud and grass as the rain falls and the thunder slowly rolls in over the hills. The farther out from town you go, the more trees you can see, as they were fortunately spared from the harvest. But everything is still fairly sparse. And just as Judy said, right as you get to that point of dusk, you come across the forest's edge. And there, the smell is what you notice first. For Phelan, you specifically, you know the smell of a healthy forest that's lush. You can smell the leaves, the sap, the bark, the various scents of critters and creatures. This has a pungent odor rolling in, the smell of decay. But it is so subtle. You notice just on the looks of the faces of your companions that they don't quite notice this. For Eridan, being a champion, you know an evil place when you see one. It is dark and foreboding, as if the trees are standing in a line, protecting its own from invaders. Vlas, well, you see every shadow, every flicker of eyes searching in the darkness, places where threats may be hiding, where traps might be laying. Mac, you see a whole lot of trees.
It's so pretty here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When did you get wings?
Like a night and a half ago, I think.
He sprouted them during the fight with the werewolves. It was.
Yeah, well, they were there beforehand. They just ditched
They-
a little bit.
They don't work very well.
Oh yeah, by
Why
the
don't
way,
you-
guys, our horse friend asked me to look for some mushrooms. They're called blue ramshorn. Take a guess what they look like.
Bluish black, kind of curved.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had them on the farm. Why aren't you using your if you can't use your wings for flight? Why don't you use them as like an umbrella?
Because they're not that big.
Neither are you.
Yeah, but they're like not that big relative to me either.
Hmm.
They can like levitate me a tiny bit. That's about it.
So Judy sets forward. All right, so this is just the beginning of the old wood. It should be fairly easy to navigate this bit, but once we get into the core, things might be a little difficult, as I've never been able to make it that far. But and so she takes the first few steps forward and beckons for you all to follow.
It's not that bad.
Hey guys, practice your howling. We gotta imitate them so they don't know we're coming.
I'm not imitating a wolf.
Oh,
yeah. Let's practice it in your head quietly.
It doesn't matter. They already know we're here.
Right.
And besides, what if that's actually their language? Can you imagine that? Someone just sending them like, sound the alarm, sound the alarm, sound the alarm. Well, we don't know what we're saying.
Then you say something offensive.
Purple pomegranate.
People do that in Draconic all the time. It's kind of funny, actually, as a native speaker of it.
Knowing our luck, our little friend here will probably sit there and say something along the lines of, "Hey, screw you," you know.
Oh, not you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never.
Shh! Judy silences you and points up ahead with a inquisitive look in her eye. Phelan, you notice it first as you peer forwards over her shoulder, there's an eerie purple light. And as you leer in, you notice there's actually an old lantern left on a tree stump some few hundred yards away, emitting a soft purple glow. And we will pause here for intermission, and we will come back for the second act.
Yay.
For this studio to ignore is bothering the hell out of me, because it's like they don't like money. One, it's a comic book movie. People are gonna go watch it. Two, it's Brendan frickin' Fraser.
As much as I would like to see Brendan Fraser, I want to get us back into Act 2, because it is already 8:30, and first we must cut to our judges' halftime point, where our judges get to tell us who is in the lead, what are some of their favorite moments, and, well, etc., etc. We will begin with Shauna. Shauna, please let us know your thoughts so far, and who are your top contenders?
Well, it's been really interesting for sure. Ryan, you you got me in stitches, man. You're just a funny guy. Yeah. Charlie, Kurt, and Caleb, y'all are all tied right now, but Ryan's ahead. So, you got this. Keep going.
All right, and Tony. What do you think? Again, all social encounters, but had to do some haggling.
Well, as a gameplay judge, I only have Mac the judge so far.
Yeah,
he's the only one who's had any roles to do or anything like that. And I mean, great use of attempted use of the lie to me feat. That was kind of neat to see. But yeah, it's not fair of me to assign a lead yet, because no one else has had a chance to do anything.
Winning by default, hell yeah.
All right, and with that, we get into Act 2. Now, approximately 10 minutes ago, I had just told you all that there was an eerie purple glow coming from what seems like a regular old oil lamp that somebody has left on a tree stump. That can't be natural. Judy leers forward.
Big deal, I can do it too, and then just produce a little flame in my hand. See? It's not special.
Vlas, as Mac's tiny light illuminates the surrounding areas, you swear you see flittering feet, possibly claws, scampering away in the shadows of the trees around you.
I don't think we're not alone out here.
Of course we're not alone. It's a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with my friends.
No, I don't mean little forest creatures.
Oh, so trap.
Raccoons.
So trap.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Phelan, give me a perception.
Do I notice her looking for stuff?
Yeah.
I can give a little guidance, pap.
All right.
That's +1, I believe. Let me double check that for you.
I thought it was a D4.
That's D&D. I'm used to that. Generating the target a +1 stat bonus to one attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
All right. Well, Phelan, Mac gives you a little bonk on the side, and
that doesn't matter because that's a big number.
I was gonna say I don't think I need it, but thank you.
No, but you just feel your eyes sharpen.
See an extra inch.
There we go. Your focus is slightly clearer as you see there's something in the mist around that lamp. It's as if the mist is taking on a bit of a human-like form, and you slowly begin to see a face appear and then dissipate in the fog of the lamp.
That's. Does anybody else see this? There's like
See
a
what?
mist. If you look at the lantern and the mist and the fog around it, it's not just unnatural because it's purple, but it's changing shapes.
That's weird.
I can't. It almost looks like it's a face.
I can shoot at it.
What?
I would hold off for now.
Well, the only way through this forest is through this forest. We can try to approach the light, or we could try to approach around one of the other ways in the shadows, but...
What if it's a friendly lantern?
Well, Judy, do you have any idea what this is?
She thinks about it, and just kind of rolls the idea around in her head. I've only heard rumors about the shades of the forest, but with what's been going on, rumor has it that these shades can take form in the light and use that to their advantage. And they can
just quietly put my light out, not really making attention to it.
But from what I know, these shades can't attack you, but they will try to trick you. Something
All right.
has awoken in this forest, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a shade in that cave not far outside the village back when we were kids?
If that's what it was, then yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, if it's a trap, only way to figure it out is to spring it. And I'll start walking forward.
All right.
All right, then.
Just, arrows, throwing daggers.
Right.
Not at me. And
I cannot promise that. You know this.
If I get shot in the ass one more time, I'm gonna be real bad.
Well, it's not you walking.
why do you think I'm keeping my shield on my back?
So Eridan
It's the
bravely
Mac protection shield.
walks forward towards this ominous light. The party cautiously follows, keeping an eye out, listening in on the sounds surrounding them, footprints in the leaves, and leering little growls, and fading breath disappearing into the shadows. And Eridan, as Phelan described, the closer you get to this lantern, you begin to see a face. It looks like a face in a hood, just floating like a feather in the wind.
All right. Well. Good evening.
Welcome.
Hi.
Are you using this? No, point to the lantern.
Yes. This little light is how we see. What is it that you seek in these woods?
Do you need glasses?
I do not require glasses.
Okay.
We're going to the heart of the wood.
And what is it that you expect to see there?
I don't know. That's why we're going there.
All right, and you notice the shade only lets you approach so far. You are kind of on the... As you enter this area of dim light... Actually, now I can put up this map. Share record. Boop. as you approach this area of dim light,
Foreshadowing.
Aiden, the shade kind of takes form right before you, kind of stopping you from getting any closer, and begins to talk to you there. You guys are all a little bit back.
I was like, whoa, why are you putting me so close? I didn't agree to this.
And what is it that you think you will see there?
I don't know. Werewolf tribe, druid enclave.
Some way to make the mayor really embarrassed.
And you notice, it says that a bit of a grin. And Vlas, I want you to give me a perception check on that, as there's something off about that.
Can I give him guidance to this too?
Absolutely,
Or is
Ken.
this- Yeah. Wait. Pat on the back. You got this.
So you see, you see
Funny.
Vlas begin to scrutinize, and suddenly Vlas, little kobold, taps you on the back and just kind of registers
thumbs up.
that you recognize that kind of grin. That's like, leaders of the thieves guilds or people who are in the know. They've got that sort of smirk. And it came when he said Rune's name. So obviously he's familiar with the mayor, to a point where it looks like he's gloating about knowing something that you don't know.
So, I take it you and the mayor have met before.
Oh, not I. But I am not here to answer those questions. I am here to stop you. And with that, the shade vanishes into the night. And you hear snarls and yips as these creatures suddenly pour out of the darkness. And we will all roll initiative, please and thank you.
All right.
Now, are these a woos or are these just like creatures?
You don't really know, as far as you know. Yeah.
Told you we weren't alone.
Well, obviously.
All right.
Like, you literally walked to something you knew was a trap. What did you think would happen?
Aridin,
trap
sorry, I
up
didn't
some
get your initiative.
It's not great. Actually, no, 15.
Okay. Oh no, I didn't show up there. Boop. Alrighty. Alexander is not in this encounter. So here it is. Boop.
No, he shows up. He swings in on the vine. He's here to
it's-
save the day.
It's not balanced.
Everybody
for him to
gets
be
one.
here. And it just has to have the same initiative as you, just so it doesn't
Hey, where's
confuse
our
me.
guide?
She's there.
She's there.
She's this dark elf. With an
Oh, okay. I thought that was the shade.
No, sorry.
Me too.
That's
yeah.
Judy.
Okay.
The shade is just this purple-ish glow. All right, and so now we are into our next improv game. So, the first round, we are going to play genres. So the first round, we are going to do... actually, no, let's consult our judges. Judges, give me a genre. Like a film genre. Could be horror, romance, anything you would like. For
Cosmic horror.
cosmic horror.
Whoa.
Okay. So
You're now fighting Cthulhu.
I want to be surprised that came out of you, but I just can't be.
You're totally not.
Yeah. I'm not.
all right. So for this, and this is our first time doing this improv game, so we'll see how it goes. But yes, I would like to, for this, you can bend the rules of the game a little bit to fit into the genre of a cosmic horror. So, for those unfamiliar with the genre, you can ask a few questions on your turn, and we will help you flesh things out. But we will begin with Phelan. So, Phelan, what do you do?
I don't know anything about cosmic horror.
Cosmic horror, no worries. Think this is like Cthulhu. If you've read anything by H.P. Lovecraft, it is all the way things register in the mind, and it's almost slightly nihilistic as the world and the universe. Everything is becoming one, and you've pierced the veil of reality, and the end sinks in with the beginning, and there's no timeline in which humanity could ever hope to succeed in the coming of the end and the nameless things that lurk beyond. You know, that's
just like
thing.
the Barbie movie.
Oh, so true, bestie. All right.
The end is the beginning. Why did we roll initiative?
Why you?
Funny. Can I see anything? Can I see the beginning of these creatures? Can I see the end of time?
Yeah. Just mechanically wise, can you currently see the map?
I see the map.
Okay.
There,
yes. So,
yeah.
Phelan, you can see there are two wolves, kind of by the trees in the purple light, and you don't have direct line of sight because of these trees, but you see this wolf over here, and you just by your ranger's senses, you heard the rustling. You can see a couple other wolves, or you are aware that there's at least one more wolf behind those trees.
All right. Then I'm gonna. I want to shoot at the wolves.
All right.
But now, I feel like every time I do this, I'm like, how do I do anything?
That's all good.
That's cosmic horror.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I don't know. I don't know which end of the arrow is correct.
The pointy side.
What if they're both pointy?
No worries. So, just getting a look at them, you notice a few of the wolves seem very weak and slender with mangy coats, and then there's a couple other slightly larger wolves that seem to have this green slime around their muzzle. Which type of wolf do you want to target?
I'm gonna target the slimy wolf.
All right, so
that's gross.
All right, so let me target that wolf for you. All right, so in range of 60 feet, I won't narrate for you. You give me your narration.
I take out the bow and I take out an arrow. I ready the bow, I notch the arrow, I pull back the string, and I shoot. What button do I press?
No worries. Under actions, autumn bow, you're hitting the plus 14.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought, but then I got confused because there was multiple numbers. So. Okay, I got it now. There we go. And let the arrow go free.
Alright, roll your damage.
Roll damage. Bird.
Alright. So, you knock an arrow, and it goes flying into the wolf, who gives a yelp in pain. Thank you, Curtis. Alright. Phelan, would you like to risk another shot at the wolf? Or do you want to maneuver? Or what else would you like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna take another shot at this dude.
So now you're gonna hit the +9.
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna take out another arrow, and I'm gonna ready the bow, notch the arrow, let it go wee.
Alright.
Okay. And then it's gonna hit real hard. Watch this.
Yeah. So, fast as lightning, 2 arrows fly from Phelan's bow, piercing through the veil of darkness and the dim shrouds and the shades of the night that make up the fabric of eternity. And the wolf groaned with an inhuman whimper that set upon the very souls of the company. Phelan, with one turn left, too withered to make an accurate shot, but possibly able to hide or aid one of her friends, Phelan made a decision to face against the darkness.
And do nothing and maneuver. I don't know.
All right. Where would you like to move to?
Oh wait. Actually, can you just move me like down 1? Yeah, like that. Yeah. Oh wait, can I go forward 1, or is that too much?
Nope, you've got like 25 feet of movement.
Okay, that's enough. All done.
All right. So Phelan gets into position. Mac.
Yeah.
The shroud of horror emanates and beckons you into a world of unknown, where you see before you the unimaginable, the undescribable, but they're wolves.
But what's a god to a non-believer? And by that I mean, what's cosmic horror to a fucking idiot? So, real quick, remind me, how many actions do I get? Is it 4?
3.
3, okay. Cool. What I'm gonna do, I wanna scuttle up a little bit to like, which ones can I see first?
From your point, you can see Wolf 1 and Caustic Wolf 1.
Alright, so I wanna get within 30 feet of them if possible. I think I have enough move to do that. Then I'm gonna be like, alright, guys, watch this. I'm gonna make them confront their own mortality, and I want to use feral shades on them, which summons copies of them, but they're shades.
Alright.
It's fortitude save, I think.
Alrighty, and Max, something... Alright, unfortunately, the closest you can get is 35 feet, unfortunately.
Ah, goddammit!
Without using another turn.
What if he stretches his arm out like real far?
Now, Mac, you can use more of your movement to push through this thickening miasma, but there's something about, as soon as you entered the radius of the purple light, you felt slow.
My little feet can't carry me. I gotta double check my range on something, one sec. Alright, I'll just Ray of Frost the Caustic Wolf then. Just go pew!
Alright.
I realize I can't reach. I'm like, goddammit! Ray of Frost instead. Fine. I can't be cool just yet. Pew! Pew, pew.
Alright, so please make your, make the roll for your Ray of Frost.
Yeah. Alright, we're moving good tonight.
Alright, Mac, so you get a little turned around with what's going on. The purple light is, okay, is making you confused and woozy.
I'm always confused and woozy, though.
You actually spray directly in front of you, causing, now an ice hazard to build up.
I helped.
Skating rink.
So this area is now slippery terrain. And Mac, because of the slow effect, you don't have another action, although...
I don't
because
think I
of-
did anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Nice choice of color. Black ice.
All right, you place ice on the ground. It's a black line.
Black ice.
That's just the easiest to do. I'm sorry.
No, black ice is totally a thing. It's absolutely.
Make it.
Do they have
green.
tar in this world?
Make it orange.
They don't have that term black ice in America.
No, we do.
Yeah, we
it's just
do.
it's usually on tar.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
I think we term it as this ice that we just can't see immediately. So we only know it's there until we're like unconscious on the ground.
Mac, from out of the darkened veil and the shadow of eternity, suddenly comes something quite undescribed and something that must be seen to be believed. But even
Can you
then,
give me a little bit more detail?
it is undescribable, but this fiend, this hound, this horror opens its maw, and from the gaping depth of this unknown pit to hell, this well leading all the way down to the river Styx, comes this pungent aroma and this torrent
Smells like
of
home.
fluid.
Feels like home.
Alrighty, and Mac fails his save as this torrent of acid sprays into Mac.
Even when I don't roll, I roll bad.
Alright, and with that, the wolf howls. This terrifying, ungodly sound. And as you all stand there in the purple light, you all shiver down to your bones as you begin to wonder if you do indeed have what it takes to win this fight. Give me the modifiers, goddammit. Oh, sorry, effects.
Phelan, quickly use your Listerine arrow.
What would have happened if you chose like spaghetti western? Would the wolves just like be brandishing pistols?
These woods ain't
I
big enough
stick
for
on
the
my
both
partner
of us.
alone.
Western
Literally
is
just-
going to be one of our,
Sorry, Charlie.
There's
Just imagine this
in
wolf
my-
just
Romantic
like
musical was my second choice.
Hey, you sure that I want to kiss the dog?
Whoa!
You know, just like you kiss a pet dog on the little head and you're like, oh, good boy.
Alright. Alright, and with that we move to Vlas the Ass. A chill runs through your spine as this wolf releases an eerie howl.
Oh. Oh, what is that? I know that. Wait a minute, I know that. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll my lore underworld skill. Sight. Well, crap.
Oh, with a 15, you know the underworld. There are many tales of wolves and fiends connected to hell and the great beyond, and the abyss that lies beyond even the lowest level of hell. And these wolves are aberrations of a kind, creatures twisted by the darkness, designed with all the pain and fury of the pit. These ones with their slimy green maws are spitting acid, while the mangy-looking dogs, although frail, have a sickening bite.
What did Dad tell you? What was it? No, it wasn't Dad. It was fire. The only thing that scares darkness is light. The only thing to fire with fire. Dragon blood. Oh! I'm gonna go ahead and take my dragon blood dagger I'm gonna take my torch, and I'm gonna set it on fire.
He's allowed to use fire, but I can't.
So, Vlas, you are, attempting to light the dagger on fire?
Yes, because
Alright.
dragon blood is combustible.
Alright, so, Vlas, you're still uncertain as to the properties of this dagger of yours, other than that ever since you bled out that dragon with it, it has strange properties. So, you hold it up to the torch, and it begins glowing hot, it begins glowing white, and in a moment, it bursts with a small red fire that seems to move along the edge of the blade.
All right. Now that looks like it's gonna be fun. I have 2 more turn. I have 1 more turn left, right?
No, you still have 2, I'd say. But
Oh.
until you enter, once you enter the, essentially once you cross this path, you are going to be, you're down to 1 turn, because you will be slow.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and run up to Eridan, my pal, my buddy pal. Hey, you wanna go get the idiot?
I mean, not really.
Yeah, save me.
I feel like having some charred roll demon meat tonight. Sounds like it might be good.
That sounds like the opposite of what is good. Like the direct opposite. But whatever.
Well, I mean, we gotta go through them anyway. We gotta go through them anyways. We gotta go where we need to go. So.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And what
Alright.
does Triton do in this game?
Certainly weird about that light.
Yeah. I mean, there's something weird about him too. But I mean, I thought he would have been fine in there. He's screaming bloody murder. So. I'm scared. I'm scared, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah.
Alright, so, sorry, what exactly are you, is going on?
I'm asking Eridan to go. Let's go save our pal, because we need to go. We have to go through all of them anyways, so might as well just go charging in, because they're coming charging at us. And I've got a flaming dagger, so it's gonna be fun.
Alright. So, Vlas, with that, you go charging in. Alright, now, before you is Mac and his hand puppet, facing off against a wolf that just sprayed them with acid. Behind them, there's another wolf, and you can see one other wolf coming around the trees with, sounds like 2 others kind of rustling in the background. Who do you want to go after?
I'll obviously go after the, because I'm a dumbass and I don't know the ice is there, so I'm gonna go after the one directly in front of, one that's posing the most threat.
Alright, now Vlas, give me an acrobatics check as you try not to slip on the ice. Alright, Vlas, you manage to get your footing on the ice. You do not go over, but now that you are in the radius, you suddenly feel very sluggish.
That was a bad idea.
Alright, and now the next wolf comes darting through the trees. And Phelan sees you with your arrows launching launching arrows at its friends, and it opens its maw and attempts to spray you with acid.
Oh.
Phelan, you, however, simply nimbly dodge to the side and are unharmed. The wolf then attempts to go after Mac,
Ow.
charging in and getting in. It's going to stay actually back a little bit, so it's out of threat range. It's smarter than that. Eridan.
I'm not.
Vlas just gave you a pep talk. You saw his dagger light up in flames, which is odd because that's not something you thought was a thing.
All right. I will move to the space just underneath Mac there.
All right.
And I will engage the wolf.
Eridan, as you engage, you notice now what's strange about this purple light.
Weight of eternity is slowing my movement. I must protect my companions from the growing darkness. Come, fanged demon from hell. I will defeat you. And then I'm going to attack it with my shield.
All right.
Sorry, everyone that I've ever seen in any cosmic horror movie was always overacting, so...
No, that's fine.
Every word is its own sentence.
Now, with the 3-action economy, so the first action would have been the movement, so am I rolling the +9?
Nope, this is your first attack.
Okay.
So, if you would, anything that has the attack action, like, making an attack, or if you attempt to grapple or something like that, that eats into it, but...
Okay. Alright, I will just attempt to clubber it with my shield.
Alright. Oh my.
Verily.
Yeah.
Oh. It's just a little clobbered.
Yeah.
It's clobbered by the weight of its sins.
Cartoon bunk sound effect.
Just that sound of a bedpan hitting a skull.
Sorry, there's not enough room in this darkness for Eridan and his balls.
Alright, Eridan,
so-
roll your damage. And for the shield, there should be, the shield bash, the bludgeoning. Alright, so the wolf coughs. The wolf sputters and growls, unleashing an unholy moan.
I will continue to wail upon it.
Unfortunately, you're out of turns now. Sorry, it was, it's 3 actions,
okay.
but you have
Right.
slowed, so...
Right, okay. Right.
So,
Take.
slowed, yeah.
Take that! And again! The weight of your sins will be your own undoing.
I have not seen darkness like this since I was in the graves in Egypt, looking around, and I was lost in the sarcophagi. And
Egypt?
Judy,
Egypt.
yeah,
What's Egypt?
Judy's breaking of character forced a critical miss, and she, unfortunately, there's a loud clunk as the mechanism on her crossbow makes an ungodly metallic groan. This will take a while to fix. And Judy looks up and says, "Right, everybody, if you try to disperse yourself among the wolves, so there's at least one person on each side, you'll be able to flank it." And because of Judy's quartermaster archetype, anybody who takes advantage of Judy's advice, gets a +1 to any tech. If they choose to follow that advice, they get a +1 to their next attack or save roll, etc., etc. Now, the next wolf runs in.
Boss again, making up places she's never been to that don't exist.
Alrighty, and this wolf is going to attempt and bite young Mac.
But I am the friend of wolves.
And it does not work. This next wolf running in.
Also
Come
goes
to
for
me,
Mac.
I don't think a sound
four-footed
of a flight
fiend.
missing.
Meet your destiny. To the end of my sheath.
Ice skating, baby. We're gonna have some fun today.
And this wolf.
My God, there's so many.
Actually, it falls prone because of the damn ice. Alright, and this brings us back to Phelan.
America's funniest home videos.
Phelan, there's a pool of stinking acid rising up from behind you.
We can still like talk in other people's thing, like just
Yes.
to give advice and stuff like that, right? Phelan, the lantern seems to be the shade's source of power. Target your arrow with pinpoint accuracy. Use every ounce of skill you have. I'll hold them off.
Alright, so I just realized it's the top of a new round, so Shauna, please suggest a new genre. We've got to work on. I think next time we have a rehearsal, we'll work on genres because.
Gotta workshop this one.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Part of this is.
Make them work for it, Shauna.
Children's shows.
All right, so this next round has to be done like a children's show.
All right.
Hey, Fallon.
Hey, Eric.
That's not my name. I think,
Well,
however.
my name's not Fallon, but okay. Continue.
Phelan, then. Anyway, I think the lantern's their source of power. What do you think, kids? You should shoot it with an arrow.
I should shoot the lantern with an arrow? That sounds like a good idea. Hey, can you show me where the lantern is?
Where could that ant lantern be?
Are you sure we're still not in Cosmic Horror?
No!
With the help of my friend, I can see the lantern.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
right there.
There it is. Thank you, Blast. Blast the butt.
What a name.
The
Silly
lantern.
Blast.
The lantern is brought to you by the letter L, which is here on this tree stump. A tree stump is what happens when a tree is cut down for logging.
Also begins with the
Remember,
letter L.
kids, deforestation is a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
Look how upset these creatures are because of it.
Don't these puppies look like they need a good home?
So Phelan,
Remember, adopt, don't shop.
in order to target the lantern, you will need to move to a point where you have visibility. Now, visibility will mean you have to move to the left of the trees or the right of the trees. Can you tell us whether you'd like to move left or right?
Shauna, I'm in hell.
You know, I sometimes get my lefts and rights mixed up, but I figured out this handy trick to help me out. If I hold up my fingers like this and put them down, whichever one makes the L, that's my left side. Oh, that's so handy.
That's amazing.
I think I will go to the left of the trees.
All right. All right. Now, unfortunately, because you're in the purple zone, you move very slowly. And in order to get a clean shot, you have to use 2 movements. And unfortunately, you take up your entire turn just trying to move. But fortunately, I'm going to call a dramatic pause real quick. Tony, the effects of... I was trying to Google frightened just to make sure I was getting it right, but my browser window wasn't opening in a screen that wasn't recording. Frightened, do you have to sacrifice a turn to get rid of it, or does it just go away at the end of the round and it gives you the minuses? I forget sometimes. Tony?
1 second.
Oh, sorry.
Tony.exe has stopped working.
Tony, what do you tell us about frightened?
At the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1.
That's what I thought. Okay, so yeah, but Phelan, you are brave and you are no longer frightened. Now we go to Mac. Hi, Mac. What would you like to do?
Hold on, we never resumed. You're just doing this.
Sorry, dramatic resume.
No, wait, no, go back.
That makes me a sad panda DM.
So, I just want to clarify how my Eidolon works. Do I only get the extra action from him if I cast a spell using him, or does he give me an extra spell action?
Actually, I want to consult Tony again for that, because the Eidolons were very confusing.
I don't understand them still.
You have to use the act together action. And if you use the act together action, you can... it essentially allows you to donate him... Like, you have one action, and it has... you essentially get a bonus action. Tony, can you help us out with that? He's got his Eidolon cast.
I actually haven't read up on the summoner yet. But I do know how it works with companions, and I'm going to assume it probably works the same way. So you have 3 actions, and then with one of your actions, you order your companion to whatever, and that gives it 2 actions, leaving 2 actions for yourself. Otherwise, your companion only has a single action to either move or strike.
Okay, so can we just put in a rule that if Tony doesn't know, then we have the privilege to make shit up?
Yeah.
All right, so...
Let me benefit from this.
That being said, Mac, please let us know what you would like to do.
Oh, no, now I'll read up on it and let Koch know.
Alright, hold on, I gotta turn my camera background off for this. Why did that do? I hate Zoom. Alright, because he needs to come up. But come on, you chose children's and you can't have friendship not appear.
Oh, look, everybody, it's Niches. Let's say hi, Niches.
Hi, Niches.
Niches.
Isn't he just so adorable?
Who wants to come with me on an adventure?
Me!
Wow, watches me and my buddy Max scoot over to the little corner down here. I don't know how to ping. Hey.
You can select your character and move your character on your own.
I didn't know you would let me do. Oh, now it's not letting me move. No, that's the right one. Get right there, please. Thank you.
Mac's moving all over the place.
I'm just having a fun time with my best buds.
What a silly goose.
Weird choices.
That's just Mac, everybody.
So silly.
Hey,
Who else
Inches,
but
do you
Mac?
think I'm still slowed over here? I don't know. Let's ask the GM.
Once you move to that side of the road, the slowed condition ends. Let's remove it now, kids. He's no longer slowed.
Yeah.
And at the end of this turn, he will no longer be frightened.
You brought this hell on yourself. Okay, now. Children, listen up. It's time to play a counting game. Yeah, I love counting. Alright, and just, yeah. You're gonna make some wolfies appear. Yeah! And then the kids are gonna count them. And we use feral shade to generate a bunch of wolves in a 30-foot cone to attack any wolf it reaches.
Wow. So wait, how many wolves are you making, Mac?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I can only make 4.
To it.
4.
I can't count any higher, so that's all I got.
Hey,
That's
kids.
okay. 4
you
is a
count
pretty
higher?
big number.
They don't actually spawn in. Don't actually spawn them in. That's just an effect. Because kids, do you know what the definition of effect is? I don't either.
And he's here to help us.
Isn't this fun, kids? Death.
Now, kids, what shape is a triangle in?
Shape
That's
of a
right, a cone
good.
shape.
The shape of a triangle is the shape of an arrow. I currently have one in my behind.
I can angle it. I can just shoot the one right in front of me. See how that works.
Lass. You still haven't let it go.
I wish
Let
I
it
could.
go.
Holding
wish-
grudges is bad for your health.
All right, kids,
I-
get your
Real
pencils
friends
and your
don't hold
crayons out.
grudges. They
Now-
bottle them up and contain them forever.
All right, kiddies, get your pencils and your crayons out. Let's see how many werewolves out the DM's gonna have to draw on the here map today.
So, just to make sure I've got this straight, I've got to call a dramatic pause because I'm very confused and we're running out of time. Matt,
I
so
do like the fact.
it's a cone of images, or you
It's
just
a
created-
cone of feral shades, wolf-like shades
Okay.
that just attack.
And do
I
they
don't spawn anything; they just attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Ice cream cone?
They're doing damage then. So
Yes,
Okay,
but the cone I want to encapsulate as many wolves as possible. I think if I get the one diagonal to me, that gets like 4.
okay, yeah, sure. I don't need to draw it. We'll just say it is.
Yeah.
Are they going to attack friendlies as well?
Well, I guess the answer is 0 then.
Hold on.
We don't
The
hurt
shade
our
says-
friends.
What was that for? Master Chan's briefly take the shape of a pack of predatory animals that set viciously on your foes. So nope,
Okay.
friendlies are fine.
So, am I the only person who watched Pappy as a kid? Am I the only one? Am I the only one who actually knows what that show is?
Now, do I roll for each of them, or just?
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
No, I'd say just make one roll and we'll apply it. We'll just times
actually.
it by, or you can roll for
Oh,
each
I'm sorry.
one
No,
if
they
you'd
make a fortitude save. DC
Okay.
21.
like. Excellent. All right, so. All right, dramatic resume. Oh boy,
Yeah.
they rolled
Oh
a 4.
boy, 8.
Oh boy, they rolled a 10. 12 and 10? That doesn't make a proper fortitude save. How
That's
many?
not a very good number.
No, how many whoopsies do these wolves get?
That's a lot of whoopsies.
That's a lot of whoopsies. One wolf decides to go home.
Bye bye, wolf.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
Wolfie friend.
Thanks for playing.
Bye, everybody.
That was too good.
Another wolfie just says ouch.
Ouch! Off to the shadow realm.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Mac?
I think it gets one more wolf.
Yes, I suppose if you had angled it there, which was
I believe that's what he meant.
possible.
I believe that's what he meant that he wanted.
It
to
looks like I made an oopsie myself.
Oh, GM.
And so, because of that whoopsie, the DM goes home.
The DM is now killed.
Bye bye, DM.
One more wolf goes away.
Yay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Another wolf. Oh, what was the DC number he had to beat?
21.
Okay, that's okay. So another wolf goes away. Bye bye, wolf.
Bye,
Bye,
Wolf.
Wolf.
Bye, everybody. It's
Wow.
time for me to go home.
Wow.
But guys, what's 4 minus 3?
That would be 1.
Yeah,
Very good.
unrelated numbers.
All right. Well, I'm afraid we are out of time for today, kids. So
Please free me from my suffering.
we will resume this encounter next week. Whoops.
Remember, kids, at the beginning of next week, we're going to do proper knife safety. Ask your parents for permission.
2 actions and it's just worse spells.
I think he gets your spells.
All right. Yeah, he gets your spells plus.
Oh, that's right, because he's supposed to move for me, and he's not exactly allowed to do that.
Yeah, we also gave because of that we like it's supposed to be if Eidolons have a physical attack, but because he's affixed to his hand, we gave him a ranged attack, which is basically friendship blast is basically Eldritch blast.
Kapew.
So, but
I like the fact that we went from Eldritch horror to a kids show and not much changed.
They're identical.
All right, so
My brain slightly melted.
so the way we did the genres theme, we seem to that's the way we did with the children's book. That's kind of what we need to go for, but we never rehearsed that one, so we'll try to do more rehearsals and get that going. Hope you all enjoyed your time with us tonight. I'm missing a damn window. Where the hell is it gone?
I don't know. How do I know these things?
I don't know. Alrighty. Okay, so it's over here now. Boop. Alright, so I just wanted to give a quick thank you to everybody as we wrap up, and thank you to our viewers. We had 4 viewers with us pretty much the whole time. Thank you all very much. I really hope you enjoyed the show and that we weren't too ridiculous. And now we are going to go into the judges' final scores, starting with Shauna.
Thank you, Mike. Everybody, you guys did so great. Especially after the children's stories came in, there was so much more dialogue. It was so great, so entertaining. And so, Kayla, you stuck with it through and through. So you got top score, and then Charlie, you get a cool second. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Shauna. I'm just writing it down. All right, and Tony, please give us your final assessment. And also, on a personal note, thank you for also being our go-to for the rules.
No worries. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because it was pretty straightforward. Y'all kind of just attacked when you had the opportunity. There was nothing wrong with that. And there wasn't a whole lot of creating interesting I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Interesting scenarios to capitalize on benefits. Like Phelan, when I was watching what was going on, I was like, climb a tree. I got advantage, bonus to hit. And again, I don't know your character sheet, so I don't know what abilities you guys all have. But again, like I said when the last time I was judged, conditions. So with that being said, this round goes to Kosh.
Is that allowed?
I'll take it.
He set up a scenario that didn't force you guys to go into an area where you were slowed and which then you lost an action, you lost the full capability that you could bring to the table. You guys simply could have avoided that by staying out of the range and forcing the wolves to come to you. So,
I didn't know.
Kosh wins this round.
I'll take it. That means I get tomatoes to use on you all.
That means he gets $10 from each of us.
Fork it over. Alrighty. Thank you, Tony. Any good moments or even tips for our players, since you are kind of you're my go-to guide for Pathfinder related questions?
Again, conditions and in second edition Pathfinder, skills really come in handy a lot more in combat. Knowledge skills are kind of a thing of the past, but like, oh, and another thing, like as soon as you guys saw that shade guide, where was the Arcana roll, the occultism roll? Like, you roll those as soon as you start seeing these creatures, identify their weaknesses, if they have any, get yourself any kind of advantage you can, right? Skills are huge. Other than that, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys are still trying to just get a handle on how much there is in Pathfinder Second Edition, because there's a metric sugar honey iced tea ton. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, like, it was really entertaining. The interactions between the characters, like in the role play aspect, is really.
We can
fun.
see your screen.
Yeah, Mike, we can see your.
Mike.
Thank
you.
I saw that. He paid you $5 to win.
No, I just passed him on those Eidolon rules.
All right.
Now, is there? Because I remember in, God, I think it would have been the first edition of Pathfinder. I know there were certain skills, if you weren't trained, then you couldn't make a roll.
Yeah, and those generally were knowledge skills, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Being untrained in a skill does not mean you can't roll it in second edition for the most part.
Okay, cool.
It just means you don't get a bonus other than your governing stat, which means you know at later levels you'll be at a serious handicap rolling those skills.
Right. Okay, well that's cool, because like Airden's a farm boy, so I just like a lot of times if he comes up against something relatively like a shade or something like that, I don't see a reason why he would roll, but he was also trained by his parents who were adventurers, so maybe even untrained, that would constitute at the very least maybe an occult roll or something like that. So if it's not like banned like it was before, then fuck yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's not. You can attempt anything.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm just stupid.
All right. Well, that being said, it is 9:30, so I am going to wrap this up. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. I just want to give our judges a chance to share anything they've got going on with our lovely audience. So, Shauna, if you'd like to give a little bit more about yourself, if you've got any websites or any new material you want people to check out, please feel free.
Thanks, Mike. As you know, my name is Shauna Rose, and I'm a flesh and blood voiceover, not AI. So I am genuinely able to connect with your audience of choice. So whether you want authoritative, warm, quirky, or just conversational, go to www.shaunarosevo.com and shoot me a message to collaborate. Thanks.
And Tony.
I hide in my dungeon. Leave me alone.
Alrighty. And how about the rest of our cast? Is there anything new and cool and exciting y'all got going on?
Not really. What Tony said, but with my voice.
I'm sleeping.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I lost 13 pounds.
I was gonna say you look nice and trim, buddy.
You look tight. You look tight. Tight like a tiger.
Dude, I've been fasting. I cut out bread, everything. Like I'm only like surviving off of like 1,300 calories a day. So yeah,
yeah, good on you.
Hellish.
Nice.
It is. Alrighty. That's my hell. Welcome to it.
Remember to eat your fiber.
Oh, Don't talk to me about fiber. I've been shitting my fucking brains on.
All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to adjourn for the evening. Have a lovely day, and we hope to see you next time. And coming up soon, we will have our first very special guest, the incomparable Deb Monroe, co-creator of Ultimate Voiceover Survivor, voice actress for great shows like Dragon Ball. We hope to catch you there Friday, June 9th. And until next time, boodly boodly boo. Or
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.